ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and I don't even got nothing clever to say. Let's just get into this gig, baby.
Welcome to my nightmare, despite there is no moral to the story. There is no glory, it's gory. I got a war looking for me.
So, this is episode 2 of season 2 of the Boulay Brothers presents Dragula. And I just have to say, as one of the early fans of this show, I mean, I came right out the gate reviewing it as soon as it came out. And I just have to say, like, the quality, I'm so proud of everybody involved with Dragula, because you guys really stepped y'all pussy up, and I'm so here for it. I got my notes. The first thing I gotta say is, now last week I asked y'all, my Pink Ladies and T-Birds that was here last week, I asked y'all, did y'all think that there was some shade being thrown when they were doing, like, the boardroom intro? Now this week, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, that was shade. Because can I just say, let me go back to my notes. So we got this kind of like Bond girl thing happening, which, by the way, love the flat wig, Boulay Brothers. You know, I ain't got that kind of coin for the good shit y'all be having on, but that I can rock with. And they do this Frankenstein thing, and they bring this dude back to life. Hans, Bueller, anybody, y'all let me know. Wasn't that dude from the pit crew on Drag Race? I'm not tripping, right? That's who that was. I'm like, oh, y'all is really throwing some shade to Drag Race, and I'm kind of living for it. I feel like that's shade, y'all. Y'all comment below and let me know if y'all feel like that was shade. And then I got to talk about the Boulay Brothers. Come on, Glam Squad. Come on in, Glamour. Listen, I'm loving these outfits that the Boulay Brothers are giving me. Last season, I don't remember if I said this or not, but I was just like, I get it. You're spooky, you're ghoulish, but they wore black so much. And I'm guilty. Didn't I have on black last week? I got on black again, too. But there was, like, just something, I'm like, a lot of looks wasn't popping to me. Like, I like the look, but it's like you're going to all wear them on the same show. I see they're expanding a little bit. The looks are a little bit different, and I'm here for that, too. I know they do different stuff, but they're really showing it on the show for those of us that don't live in the big cities or can't get to the Dragula pageants in LA and stuff like that. It's good to see different looks on them. So we find out that the challenge is Ghost Town Ghoul. Now, for my girls that watched Dragula last year, you know they already kind of did this, performing in the heat, in the desert, in the Old West. They already did this, but that was zombies. It wasn't very specific to the challenge. That just happened to be where they was at. They was in Death Valley. This Runway, I was so excited when they said what it was, because it was going to be specific. Not saying the challenges aren't specific, but when you're dealing with, like, monsters, like, you don't know what to expect, and you get a lot of people that miss the mark a lot of times. Like, for example, last year during that zombie thing, you had Laura's, who had, like, this scary anime bunny thing, which was dope, but didn't fit the challenge. I felt like this was much more specific, and I couldn't wait to see the looks. Now, the first person that came out when they were doing, like, their little argument, and I'm going to skip over all of that because it wasn't a whole lot of shade except for James' fake ass trying to make up with Monique, get the fuck out of here. James is just really a fake bitch to me. I see it through the TV screen. Sorry about it. And if I could see it through the TV screen, bitch, you are fake as fuck in real life. Because if you can read that through TV, through a TV show, and don't get me wrong, I understand that there is editing. But again, I said this for Fifi. I said this when I was reviewing 90s House about Shay. You ain't always going to be able to watch what you say. Especially in a high-pressure situation as a competition. So that's you. And there can't be that many edits of you being that fake and phony unless you just being that fake and phony. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is, but I see that shit through the screen. I'm like, bitch, you is fake as fuck in real life, and I can tell. However, talented artist, love what she do in drag, except for this week. We'll go in order, so I'll get to that. First, let's talk about, oh, here's the floor show. Abora. Now, she was the first one that came out. Now, mind you, if you can see, I have screenshots. So that means I watched the floor show a couple times so I can get the screenshots for y'all to critique the outfits. I was not feeling Abora at first. When I seen her in the room before she put her nose on, I was like, I'm living for this makeup. What is she going to do with this? And then she came out and I was just like, girl, no. What is you, like a cartoon bank robber? But when I watched the whole floor show, went back, watched the whole floor show again, went back and watched the floor show because I can get the snapshots, I was like, once I seen everybody else's and I'm looking at the outfit, the performance and everything, I was like, oh, you know what, bitch, you in my top. And I didn't like it on first viewing. Then we had Kendra Onyx. Kendra was actually in my top too. I know the Boulets were just like, yeah, but she had rats. But part of the thing was to tell a story, and them boils on her face, the acid she was spitting out her mouth, the fucking rats, which where the fuck did she get albino rats? But in the rats, and I understand for the Boulay brothers, that's basic. But for me, she sold the garment, she sold the story, and I was here for it. And she was in my top. She was my 4th place. But I knew she wasn't going to get sent home. We'll get into that in a minute. Next was Disasterina. I'm going to need you not to do baby dolls this week when Abora did them last week. Was it Abora that did it last week with the baby dolls? And they was living for that, and they was living for this too. And I was just like, okay, for real, rest of the season, unless that's a challenge that you got to use baby doll parts, no more baby dolls. No more baby dolls. I don't want to see it again this season. I've already seen it too many times, and we only in season 2. No more fucking baby dolls, guys, please. That being said, they were like living for that performance. I was just like, I don't get it. You're a ghost. All your kids is ghosts too, and they in your dress, and it wasn't dingy and dirty enough. The makeup was just there. Like, I wasn't here for it. Sorry about it. Monique, I definitely was not here for this. I am not surprised. Spoiler alert, but why is you watching this if you didn't already watch it? I can see why Monique went home. Because when I saw this and they were in that room, honey, and James was like, well, I think these are going to be the top because I know she handmade everything and props and this and this and this. And she had this mask on and bitch, she came out and I said, what is this? What is this? I understand the mask is your gag. That's your gig. That's your thing. I understand. But last week I thought from the neck up, Monique was one of my favorites because it was like Die How You Live. And she kept stapling the mask to her face because, you know, if your skin was decaying because you're dead, it wouldn't had nothing to stay on to. So she just kept stapling her face. Like, I was here for that. When she's in them confessionals and she got like that one eye that's like 8 out. And then like that ponytail with the bow. Like, first of all, I'm a sucker for a bow, duh. But even that, I'm like, okay, if you're going to do the mask, like Miss Kitty said, it needs to be fantastic every time. Bitch, what is this? A brown mask. That was borderline black. That was borderline blackface. Because I don't know what color skin that was, but it wasn't flesh tone. But it was dark. If anything, it was red face. I don't know, because you did have 2 ponytails. I felt like that might have been more like what you was doing, but I wasn't here for that. The mask was basic as fuck. And then your outfit, you got on an all-white outfit, and it was too fucking clean. The Boulets made mention of that, too, and I'm just like, if you're dead and you're a ghost, and you were carrying this water, which they were saying for eternity, well, I didn't know if that's what it was. I seen she was just handcuffed to it. I just took it as like she was a slave and she died in slavery. Again, borderline blackface. I'm feeling away about that. And we already know she's a racist fucking cunt, so there's that too. But oh, she made her dress and everything. I'm like, I could have made that hand stitch. I don't even use a sewing machine. I hand stitch. I could have made that. That wasn't shit. And then, like, you're dead. Like, why weren't you soaking wet? Or why was your dress so clean, not tattered at all? It was a fucking total fail. I'm gonna say I am surprised that she went home, but I understand why she went home, because your outfits were a total fail. Both episodes, and this to me was complete trash. Speaking of too goddamn clean, James. James came with the motherfucking thunder last week. And this week was a light fucking drizzle. I don't understand why, if you are a ghost, and we are on fucking Dragula, would you ever think that your outfit being that clean and that pristine and that pretty would be fucking acceptable unless it was a pretty challenge? Like how they did the basic bitch challenge last year and everybody had like the pink and the blonde wigs. Unless it was that type of challenge, because you had some boils on your face? No. Kendra Honest had some motherfucking boils on her face. That shit was disgusting. It was gross. Yours, when I seen your makeup before, like, y'all went on stage and was fully dressed and did the floor show, I thought James had freckles drawn on her face. I thought she was pulling the Aja. I thought them was freckles. I couldn't even tell they was boils. It was a fail. For an All West challenge, yes. For an All West Ghoul challenge, you were supposed to be a ghost. That was an epic fail, and maybe she thought, like, the all white because, like, a ghostly presence, but it was executed poorly. No. That was just a no. Dolly, who was one of my tops. Now, I didn't quite get it. It looked all West to me, like they said towards the end, okay, witch doctor, whatever, and I'm like, okay, I guess. I didn't quite read that off rip. All I know is the look was fucking stunning. And as soon as I seen her, I was like, that bitch, yeah, bitch, yeah. You did that. And I thought she was going to win. Because I'm looking at everybody else. I'm going to skip on down to Erica Clash, which I want to say from last week was a great improvement. That is what I wrote. Nice comeback. It was still very much in her anime aesthetic. Like, I was like, come on, Inuyasha. Come on, Inuyasha in the Wild West. But, one thing that I will say that I did not like about her costume, I thought that the hands were a little bit too anime. Like, the hands were a little bit too cutesy for the look that you were serving with that. But yeah, I agree with the Boulets. I'm like, because they're like, well, we wanted you to blend your anime aesthetic with this. I'm like, I saw the anime all day. I'm an anime girl, so I'm like y'all couldn't tell I was an anime girl if I don't have on something. Every once in a while, you'll see that Harajuku high creep in my fucking wardrobe. You'll see it. So I get it. It wasn't ghoul enough. It was very anime. It was very aesthetic. I'm sorry, like my boob. I'm having a problem with my boobs. Like, what's that? Ugh. Guess they strapped in here right. Anyway, but it was very anime. It just wasn't ghoulish enough. It wasn't Dragula enough. I thought that she would have definitely been in trouble again. We'll get to that. Bitch Pudding. You know, they was giving her a lot of shit because she used the same latex. But I'm like, but y'all ain't gonna clock Monique for that basic ass mask she got on? That's how I know y'all are all teaming up on Bitch Pudding for real. But you know what? She used the same latex. Okay, it didn't look the same as last week to me. I'll have to rewatch last week's. Maybe she wasn't just that memorable last week, but I don't remember that. And then also, I mean, really, for real, James, you came for her. Do you see what you look like? They don't even look like you put no effort into that. Like, anyway. But, the performance was good, but I just was like, I didn't hate the look. Like, at least she did more than what most people did with her face. And honest to God, I didn't see Drowning, but I liked her look a lot better than a lot of other people's. And then Victoria, bitch. First of all, let me just say, I'm officially team Victoria Elizabeth Black. I'm here for it. She's my front runner. I loved her outfit last week, but I made that mention. Pink Ladies and T-Birds that already saw this, y'all know. I made mention, I'm like, I really liked her outfit, but I do think James should have won. But this week, soon as she came out, and I said, they showed a little bit, because you know they did the editing before the floor show actually started, and I seen where it said Victoria Elizabeth, and it was like on a sign that said like fortune teller. So as soon as she came out and she was in the booth like Zoltan from fucking Big, I'm like, bitch is in the booth. Done. I'm done. She did that. She did that. And then, but hold on, bitch. Oh, but hold on, because I had already mentioned that I liked her. As a matter of fact, it is in my notes. I'm sorry, because I ended up skipping that whole thing at the beginning where I initially liked the boys' makeup. I also had mentioned that I liked Victoria's. So, you know, when they were in the room before the floor show, they already had their makeup on. And I was like, okay, Unit Barbie, what is you about to do with this? So I see her in the box. Then the motherfucking booth caught on fire. I said the bitch caught on fire in the booth. She told the listen, bitch, I'm telling you, right the fuck now, if she wouldn't have won, I would have been on here mad as fuck. Because I was like, oh, bitch, you did slow clap of the episode. Bitch, you did that. The bitch caught on fire. Bitch, you did that. You did that. And they was like, but we still don't know who Victoria is. I don't fucking care at this point, okay? I don't fucking care at this point. That shit right there was everything. That's it. That's all the tea. Okay? That's it. Bitch wouldn't have won. I'd have been fucking hot. But, Miss Kitty was a guest judge. The Boulay Brothers used to do a Miss Kitty show. That lady used to be the host. For those of y'all don't know who Miss Kitty is. But I'm here for it because basically to me, like, straight women that work in the drag world is everything, and I wish I could be like a host of a drag show. Well, besides on YouTube reviewing them, I wish I could be like a host of a drag show or perform with drag queens. Like I'm just living for Miss Kitty. She was everything. But my top three. But you know what? And I'll put it to you like this. This episode, it was obvious. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I was so excited for the runway. But I was very disappointed by the runway because the top three should have been the top three. Who I felt was fourth, I felt like should have been safe. Definitely, because the top three was hands down the top three. There wasn't no question. So I'm not going to be up here like patting myself on the back like, yeah, I got that right. It was fucking obvious. And then, you know, the person I thought was my top four is because I got their story. And that was part of the challenge to get their story just based off of what they had on. And I got that. So she was in my top four. And, but my top three and who I thought won, went through. But when they said everybody but the top three is up for extermination, bitch, I'm like, oh, they all up for elimination. Okay, what's the tea? What's the tea? What's the gig? What we about to do? And they did Old West, high noon, pistol shootout with paintballs. Yes, bitch. I was just like, I'm here for it. So it was Erica versus Disasterina. Which I pretty much... Disasterina is a fool. If you watch her in the confessionals, I'm like, yeah, I do want to see more of Disasterina's like personality because she's silly as hell and like that. She's just a fucking nut bucket, and I love it. James and Kendra. Now, we've been hearing for the last 2 episodes how Kendra was like, you know, gay in the military and this and this and this. So as soon as I said, Kendra, if you don't light James the fuck up, I'm like, she literally is trained for shooting somebody at point blank range. She trained to do it. So I was like, she got to kill her. And they did it. They showed them both starting to shoot. And it didn't take long at all for James to just be like, I was like, she trained for this. She about to slay. So she did. I was like, ooh, if this got to be like a best of, y'all lucky that wasn't like a challenge. And whoever would have won. Because I'm like, I think y'all all got beat up by Kendra on that one. And then we had Monique and Bitch Pudding. And Bitch Pudding pulled the rope-a-dope. And I'm just like, Nobody else thought to do that. Everybody else was just shooting their guns. Because that was the challenge. But bitch Pudding said, oh, okay, I'm going to let you unload on me and duck and dive. Oh, but bitch, I still got all my bullets. Blah, 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 blah. And they said the person that was going home was the person that had the most critical hits. This is why I was surprised, because they all wanted bitch Pudding to go home. I was surprised that Monique went home, but then again, I wasn't, because she was the only one that took one to the face. And I'm like, you don't get more critical than that. If these was real bullets, I'm trying to hide the teal bra. If these was real bullets, okay, some of y'all had a chance of surviving some of them shots that y'all got in y'all body. You ain't surviving that shot to the face. So, like, right then, when they showed that, I was like, oh, shit, I think Monique might be going home. Because you don't get more critical than that. They said the most hits in the most critical places. She the only one that got hit in the face. That's a real bullet. You're done. Bye-bye, world. You, ghost town ghoul in real life now. Like, you're done. You have shed the mortal coil. So, I kind of had a feeling like, I'm like, well, everybody is saying bitch Pudding. But this ain't Drag Race. If it would have been Drag Race, she probably would have went. But this ain't Drag Race. So the bootlegs was like, oh, no. Your outfit was trash. Your mask was trash. And you took one in the face. Bye-bye. So Monique Race's ass is gone. So good. Because I try to judge without bias. But I can't stand a racist motherfucker. But I thought I was judging fairly, but now I don't got to worry about it no more. So your racist ass can get the fuck on. Bye, bitch. Kick rocks. And that's it for this week. So, let me know what y'all thought. Did y'all think who won should have won? Was there somebody that you thought's outfit was good that I thought was trash? Let's kiki. That's what we do on this channel. Speaking of my channel, if you are not subscribed to my channel, that means you are not a pink lady or a T-bird. So you need to go ahead and handle that by clicking Sailor Jimmy at the end of my video. I told y'all I was an anime girl. Or the bottom. Hit the notification bell so that you know when the rest of the Dragula or any other reviews on my channel are up. Also, Patreon. Very important. Especially shows like this. YouTube is not funding me fully for the shows that I review that have LGBT content. They've all been limited monetization, which means I'm not making enough money to keep doing the costumes and the green screen and all the shit that I enjoy doing without your help. So any little bit helps if you got it. I realize it's Christmas time. If you don't get it, I appreciate you anyway. I appreciate you just for watching. Also, to my existing Patreons, y'all know I can't do it without y'all. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the video to edit my personal information out so I can show the donation for the Hunt for Pink October. And also mid-November is when the promo materials are coming out, so you guys will get that pretty soon. And if you're not 100% sure you want to subscribe, YouTube will pick out a video for you at the end of this. Go ahead and click on that, check it out, and then subscribe. Trying to get to 3,000 by the end of the year. And if I do, we are going to have a huge contest in January. So thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to go ahead and roll up out of here. Deuces.